So what's going on here is I'm replacing all these burn damaged oil lines because on a Buell it's a dry sump and the oil reservoir is the frame. So those have got to go. You can see I got one. We're just gonna keep going. Now we just got more wiring like this that got crispy. Just got to relume it all. It's not really rocket science. None of the actual wiring underneath is bad. Just the sheathing and loom. So we'll get that all tidied up. What's better than a roll of genuine 3M electrical tape? Ooh, yeah. So, all the wiring loomed, all new oil lines, even put some heat barrier on the sensitive one that goes to the transmission. I think it's for the neutral light, but either way, it's all done. Harley Davidson. We could somehow make milky oil even when there's no coolant. So the cutting begins. Just test fitted the new tank, and the upper motor mount has got to go for a traditional tank that hugs the frame. Also gotta be careful because this is full of oil. This is the oil reservoir. So we're gonna chop off this motor mount. Luckily it's just a Heim joint. So I think I could swing that back and hug the frame back here maybe. So we'll see how that works. So now the next thing I'm doing, the front tank mounts, which just have little rubber nubs, were too narrow for the Buell frame. So I am hammering in the mounts. So then it will be as narrow as the rest of it, not sticking way out. For an idea of how much narrower, that's how wide the front mount was. That's how wide we're gonna be. Well, got the tank to fit using the front mounts, but I guess I'm definitely going with clip-on bars because motocross bars are not gonna clear the tank. Point of no return. From there back, getting chopped. Well, it worked like a charm. That is one stainless insert. I'll do the other side and then check it out. Well, the next task was to clearance the front of the tank for the bars, or the triple tree. I've got traditional cafe clip-ons coming, so the motocross bars gotta go. But those actually cleared. It's the actual triple tree that was hitting. So what I've done, it's a lot of hammer and dolly work. And what I've now achieved is that much of a gap. And that's the contour, kind of a concave versus the kind of extended end on this side. Obviously the rolled seam too, but you know, that's where it was hitting. So I basically kind of given it a big clearance area. And we've got full lock up against the steering stop. So we'll try to mimic the same thing on this side. Template. And that's the piece. And just like that, we have a little filler panel in there. I mean, yeah, it'd be great if I could push the whole thing down, you know, so it's flush, but, you know, we have a wide Harley valve cover in the way, so that's just not going to happen. I mean, I'd have to cut this tank out like this to get that down there. And I've seen a couple other custom Buells, they're the same way, but I just didn't want that big gap, you know, see daylight down there and catch wind, and you know, and you still got to have access to your oil because Buell, oil in the frame, so I'm happy with it. Just keep on chopping. Love to say I stopped taking the scenery, but Just my luck. Made it just down that I can't push it back up, and it just unexpectedly died. No throttle, no nothing, like it ran out of gas. So still got gas. Oh, the spark plug. Oh, thank God. That might be easy. Probably this PCV hose. Oh, let's hope we get it going. Okay, we just tucked that hose down in the frame rail so it's away from that. It was just kind of dumping. You can see it's getting condensation. It was just a straight shot here. It must have just knocked it right off. So we're gonna see if the old tired little baby KTM battery will get her going. Both the lights just because I need all the charging I can, and it's charging 14 volts. So gearbox is a little clunky, but I think that's just a Harley thing. It's my first Harley Davidson product I've ever had the displeasure, I guess you could say, of owning. That was a successful ride. Sun's going down, it's getting a little cold, which I'm sure this air-cooled motor is enjoying. Make sure it doesn't die on me. But, yeah, she shakes like crazy, but man, it's a blast. Name is fitting. Okay, so I made it 100 feet from where I was just at, and the plug jumped off again. I tried to snap it back on while riding. It shocked the hell out of me. I gave up on that, coasted it over here, and now it's not starting. Just click, click, click. So I don't know if we're low on voltage or what, but this is why I do the things I do. I modified my starter cover. Anytime you got that, we're good to go. We made it home. We made it home. Oh my God, I couldn't be happier. I'm sorry, KTM. You're just too reliable and boring. I needed some problematic mistress here on the side. Man, I gotta get a better fitting spark plug, and yeah, some little things. I mean, the shocks were basically bottomed out when riding, so either I raise it back up and put my clip-ons down low, or maybe heavier fork oil. I don't know, but I mean, not bad for a free bike. It was free. Oh my God, I'm ecstatic. I gotta sand down all this ugly anodized cheap crap that somebody put on it, and paint my tank, paint that fender, paint the frame. Yeah, stoked. So we just added a new 8mm plug wire with a tight fitting boot, and changed the plug to this
hopefully that'll solve some of my hesitation I was having too.